A young man named Aaron was known for carrying a large, heavy leather bag filled with pebbles. Each pebble symbolized a mistake he had made, and he believed that bearing this physical weight would prevent him from repeating those errors. Villagers often pitied him, shaking their heads as they watched him struggle with the burden. One day, a curious boy named Neo asked Aaron why he chose to carry such a load. Aaron explained that the bag was his way of ensuring he didn't forget his past mistakes. Neo, puzzled, suggested he could remember lessons without the bag, but Aaron dismissed the idea, convinced that letting go would mean risking failure again. Over time, the bag grew heavier as Aaron continued adding pebbles for every misstep, big or small. His body bore the strain, and his spirit seemed to dim under the ever-increasing weight. One day, a wise monk named Kiran visited the village and noticed Aaron's plight. Intrigued, Kiran approached and asked why Aaron carried the bag. Aaron explained the purpose behind his burden, but when Kiran questioned if it had truly helped him avoid mistakes, Aaron hesitated and admitted it hadn't. Seeing Aaron's struggle, Kiran led him to the river, offering to teach him a new perspective. At the riverbank, Kiran handed Aaron a pebble and asked him to share a memory tied to it. Aaron recounted a fight with his best friend, Sam, which left him filled with regret. The monk tossed the pebble into the river, asking if it changed the past. When Aaron admitted it didn't but made him feel lighter, Kiran began to empty Aaron's bag pebble by pebble into the water. Aaron initially resisted, fearing the loss of his memories and lessons. However, Kiran pointed out that the sheer number of pebbles made it impossible for Aaron to recall each specific lesson. By holding on to guilt and regret, Aaron had trapped himself instead of learning and moving forward. As the last pebble disappeared into the river, Aaron felt an unfamiliar lightness. For the first time in years, he stood straight, realizing he could remember his lessons without carrying the physical and emotional weight. Inspired, he reflected on his fight with Sam and decided to confront the issue. The next day, Aaron visited Sam, apologized for his actions, and found forgiveness and reconciliation. The burden he had carried for years had not only strained his body, but also held him back from seeking redemption and mending relationships. From then on, Aaron adopted a new approach to life. Instead of accumulating regrets, he began writing down his lessons in a journal, using reflection and self-forgiveness as tools for growth. He stumbled like anyone else, but he no longer clung to his mistakes. The leather bag, once a symbol of his burdens, became a reminder of the day he chose to let go. Aaron embraced life with newfound hope and serenity, knowing that moving forward didn't mean forgetting. It meant freeing himself to grow.